So, today is Sunday, June 26th, 26th day of Black Music Month. And I'm in the tub. And I know you're probably like, first of all, girl, this is too much. We do not want this much type of closeness with you. Shout out to Raw Sugar. Hey, they commented on one of my posts a couple of months ago, and I was just like, hey, y'all see me? What's up? What's up? What's up? No, but getting to the point. So today's the 26th day of the month, right? Black Music Month. And it's also Beautician's Day. So I'm pretty sure you're like, girl, what does this have to do with anything? Anything. So my aunt, has been a beautician all my life. She was the family beautician, cosmetologist, whatever you want to do. But she went to school in the 80s, right? And I can vividly remember being in her shop on Saturday mornings. It smells like Black Girl Salon, irons burning, and that woman moved. Like, she would be up. She had older clients. She's always worked well with the elderly and children. It's like her ability to work with special needs kids. It literally is still inspired. It still inspires me. And her tenderness with the elderly, it inspires me. And she's been a hustler all my life. Like, when I think about in fact, there's a chapter in my book dedicated to her and another aunt of mine, just with regard to like being a hustler and like not the caricature or the archetype that we think of when we think about hustler, but like just being able to know what you're good at and find a way to make money at it. And like, I know that that's been like trendy and like, but my aunt like was amazing at hair, and was efficient. Like, you know how folks nowadays talk about being in the shop all day? That wasn't the case. She had 6 dryers going. She had multiple stations going, and she hired a shampoo girl, and I used to help, clean up the hair. It was giving very much soul food, and bird shop type shit. But I learned a lot about my hair and about being a woman in that shop, just listening and, everything. There's a picture of myself that I have from when I was pregnant. She would not cut my hair. I was pregnant in 15, and we found out. She was the first person to find out that I was pregnant. I set out to say, I love my aunt. And her work as not only my beautician, but just being very much an intercessor on my behalf. Like, I know my aunt has prayed so much for me, and how she shows up for me. Like, she's a Taurus, and I'm surrounded and I gravitate to Taurus. My grandmother was one. She's one. My other aunt was one. Some of my closest friends are Taurus. Like, I just naturally gravitate to Taurus, being a Taurus myself. And we butted heads a lot as growing up, and for that reason, we're both equally stubborn. But she, without her knowing, she's taught me so much. So today is going to be songs that remind me of her. That when I think of that song, it reminds me of something she did for me. So the first one's first. I'm not gonna spend too much time on a song because I don't know the words, but she does. Anytime we have a party, anytime we're doing something, she sings this song. And Sugar Hill Gang, yeah. So let's get into Rapper's Delight. She literally knows all the words. Like, we'll get on the karaoke machine. She is the reason why I love to take pictures. She was also the audio-visual person in the family taking all the pictures. But like, I don't know if this is the right version though, now that I think about it. It was this, and the breaks. Like, she knows all the songs. She's amazing at bowling. Like, she was who I wanted to be growing up. Like, hip hip hop, you don't stop. This ain't it. This is it. I don't know. My family will correct me when they see this. But to the point of Black music, it's one of those things where it's like, we have to be conscious and aware that music is so imperative. And like this Sugar Hill Gang, we got so much going on in the world, right? And people want to be upset about it and mad about it. And I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel, but choose your battles. Allow things, put things into perspective so that it allows you to still be appreciative and have a lot of gratitude, because life could be a lot worse. And that's not to be dismissive of what you're dealing with, but it's like take things for what they are, and don't allow everything to, bring you down. So there's that. Here's that. So as that song kind of breathes, because again, I don't know the words. My aunt. So again, I'm not religious. I've said that. Like if I say this one more time, I'm gonna choke. I'm not religious, but my foundation is in religion. My family loves the Lord. Okay. And growing up, I remember listening to gospel music. My aunt was the one who got all the preachers on tape. Like I remember having to listen to sermons. Like, bam, can we listen to at least some music? We was in the religious trenches, okay? But being that my name is Sierra, and people naturally sometimes will call me Cece. I gravitated to CC Winans a lot as a child, and I love her voice. Like when I watched the verses, I was a little disappointed because I'm like, we was waiting on you, we was rooting on you. Like she was reading from her phone, and I'm like, I get it. It's she ain't. I don't think they get paid for that, so it was just like it's a fun thing. It was Easter Sunday, but nonetheless, CC Winans, um, Alabaster Box the album was amazing, right? But Alabaster Box the song. And being that it's Sunday, and being that my aunt, my beautician, has been singing all my life. She's a soprano. I remember us being in sometimes when we do mass choirs, because I was in the youth choir. She was obviously in the adult one. And then like fifth Sunday, we would do like mass choir. So there were some times we would be together. And my aunt is the dog having, no kids having, gun toting aunt. She's the Medea, but without the kids, right? And I remember when I decided that I wanted to get saved, right? Get baptized. And she walked me down to the church. And it's crazy because the church or the building that she helped me walk down the aisle to, go to the altar and accept God or whatever, the same building that my daughter goes to school at. At the time, my church growing up was renting out a school. And that school has changed hands so many times, but now her current school is actually there. So I remember when I put her in the school and I went to orientation, like all of those feelings came back, and I'm like, wow. And again, while I'm not religious and I don't foresee myself in the immediate future being back in church heavily, there's something about that foundation that will always be with me. And so this song is, yeah. Okay. The room grew still as she made her way to Jesus. She stumbles through the tears and made her blind. This actually is the first song that I sang in a talent show years ago, and I was scared as hell. Heard folks whisper, there's no place here. And while we were waiting for it to get to the chorus, I used to love watching singing shows growing up, and one of my favorite shows was X Factor. And there was a season where Kelly Rowland was one of the judges, and there was an artist by the name of Lily McLeod. I go back and watch this video on YouTube so much because at the time she just reminded me of someone, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. And I'm not gonna say who she reminds me of, but Lily McLeod sang this song. It has her entry song on the show, and Kelly Rowland talked about how people weren't religious, but they could feel the power of God with the way that she sung that song, and that's where I stand. Yeah, it made Kelly Rowland cry. Until the day when Jesus came to me and healed my soul. I'm hoarse. I've been screaming last week at the damn wedding. Giving back to him all the praise he's worthy of. Forgiven, and that's why I love him so much. Come to know my rays on him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. Don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears. With my hair, you weren't there when my Jesus found me. You did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his loving arms around me. You don't know the cost of the oil. You don't know the cost of my praise. You don't know the cost of the oil in my alabaster box. This next song, before it starts playing. So, again, being that it's Sunday, the last Sunday of the month, by the way, got me thinking of this song. Now, Yolanda Adams always reminds me of my bonus mom. My bonus mom, my dad's second wife, who was the wife that I grew up around. She was also religious, very religious, and still is today, and this is no shade. And so I grew up adoring Yolanda Adams. Just her stature, her poise, her presence, what she represents as a gospel artist is something that I admired, especially when I was very religious. And so I praise danced. I used to praise dance at church. I was a part of the praise dance team, and that's kind of where like my love of music, dance, arts, a lot of that originated, right? And when my grandmother passed away, my maternal grandmother passed away, my cousin and I she was also a praise dancer in her respective church, and she came up. I don't know if this was something she had already done and was going to redo for the funeral. The memory is hazy, but nonetheless, she tried to teach me a praise dance to this upcoming song, and we were supposed to do it together at my grandmother's funeral. And me being the baby, the last grandchild, the person that spent the least amount of time with her, like lengthwise, I spent a lot of time with her, but like the number of years I had with her was finite. And so when the time came for the funeral, I couldn't do it because I couldn't hold it together. It's crazy because I ended up doing it at a later date for something else. I don't remember the details of it, but I know I actually at one point did this. But yeah, this song is heavy. Hearing this song, and the reason why I'm using this today because we tried to learn it in my aunt's shop. By this point in life, my aunt wasn't doing as much hair. She was, working That wasn't her primary source of income. And she was basically kind of just like allowing us to learn in her shop, and we were all kind of grieving together. It wasn't a sudden loss. Like her health progressively declined, but even for me at the time, being a 12-year-old kid, it was traumatic for me, you know, literally watching her die. I remember sitting outside of her room the day that she passed away. Like, she was in hospice care. My aunt, the beautician, my mom, paid their final respects, and I couldn't go in. I wasn't ready to say goodbye. And I think even today, I'm like not ready to say goodbye because I don't think it truly is. I know that she's always with me. But this song means so much to me. So I'm gonna play it. If I cry, just, yeah, but yeah. Okay, I can feel the tears already. Too many storms have passed your way, and you're all washed out, 'cause it rained on your parade. Seems nobody cares about you anyway. Now you're living your life like a castaway. Search for strength inside. I remember some of the dances, so that's what you see me doing it. Be like yesterday. I spoke to God. I called out your name. Oh, we use a lot of sign language. He would be there for you. I want you to be blessed. Don't live life in peace. Just let go and let God. And that's kind of the space that I'm occupying right now. I pray that your soul will be blessed. I pray that your soul will be blessed forever. You deserve his best, no less. Enter a parade, and you have to run. Never have to live a lie. Never have to wonder why. Never want for nothing. You're always satisfied in the peace that your arms will provide. He will be raised. Any guilt or shame, any bad habits you got, you won't do them again. Yes, we all can change. I can testify. And I spoke to God. I called on your name. And on your behalf, I just asked if he would be there for you. I want you to be blessed. Don't stress out, oh no. Work it out for you. My prayer for you today is that your soul will be blessed. This part used to tear me up. My prayer for you today is that you trust. I'm trying to remember the moves. Yeah. Only thing is calm and keep calling. He'll keep you from falling. But if you stand in faith and trust him to make a way out of nowhere, be blessed. Person about him, just turn it over, turn it over, turn it over, work it out for you. I pray that your soul will be blessed, so that you can sleep in it. And as you could hear, like, she's talking about resting, and like I said, this is the song that allowed me to be okay with her funeral, in theory, right? And a couple of weeks ago on day 11, I talked about another song that helped me grieve and get through it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the song because I love the song. So much, be blessed from the crown of your feet to the crown of your head. Your life be blessed, your family be blessed, your finances be blessed, everything about you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Give it to Jesus, give it to Jesus. Let go, let go, let go. Let God do work in you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, be blessed. Oh, be blessed. Whatever you're going through, just know I'm there for you. I'm so pitchy and so hoarse. Listen. Okay. Now this last song. So I was the girl back in the day on YouTube finding songs. Like when I say you, music has always been my saving grace. I mean that. And back in the day, Money Long, she Money Long now, but she was Priscilla Renee back in the day, right? Being that that's her name. And she used to do a lot of I remember one time she like read the dictionary. Like her artistry was sick, right? And there's a song, being that it's Beautician's Day, that, and this doesn't remind me of my aunt at all, but it kind of talks about how you're fixing your hair, right? So I want to play the song. This is something that Money Long or Priscilla, I don't know if I should tag Money Long when I post this. We'll discuss. But this song is gorgeous and I love it. So, to the point of Beautician's Day, it being Black Music Month, talking about a variety of artists, like Priscilla Renee's or Money Long's pen game is sick, man. Like, it's sick. Like, learn something from this. Tyra, learn something from this. Okay, I'm so random. You understand me like no one else does. You love me perfect, that's more than enough. I can't find a flaw in you, not even one. I know you'll be here in the long run. You know the reason I'm so insecure. Day after day, you convince me I'm wrong. Telling me beauty is neither here nor there. You understand why I'm fixing my head. I'm fixing my hair for you. I needed to hide all my insecurities, and I'm fixing my hair for you. Always fixing my hair for you. Hours in the mirror for nothing at all, staring at my imaginary flaws, making excuses to fix what I'm wrong. You make me feel better, like only you know. Why are we where we are? How did we get this far? My hair had fallen on the ground, fixing my hair for you. And I fix Careless. I'm always fixing my say I can be so right, but I've got issues with it. Look at me, show me I can never be. You gotta understand. All you ever knew was a pretty girl, a funny girl, a girl with no worries, no care. I gotta love that. That's why I'm fixing my head. Wanna be beautiful. Needed to hide all my insecurities and I'm here for you. Too. You couldn't care less. I'm always fixing my hair. I'm always fixing my hair for you. Ooh, for you. Ooh, ooh. Even when you tell me that you couldn't care less, I'm always fixing my hair. So yeah, that is it. I do, however, there's one more last song that is not gonna be on anything. And I'm gonna try to sing it. Being that I mentioned how my aunt was there when I got baptized, being that it's the final Sunday, there's something else that's on my spirit to sing. So, you know, back in the day, you know, when folks would get baptized, at least at my church, we would sing not Wade in the Water, but it would be Take Me to the Water. And take me to the water to be baptized, to be baptized. That song has a deep reference for me. It's, you know, very much a hymn, spiritual thing like that. But whenever I'm not feeling my best, I do that for myself. When I am trying to give back to myself, I sit in water. And on Sundays, I take what I call a Sunday bath. And I kind of just sit. I do it early in the morning, before I have my coffee, before I have my tea, before I wake anybody up for the house. It's my time to just be. Just be Sierra. I'm not mom, I'm not employee, I'm not anything but Sierra. And I allow myself to just be in the water. You know, being an earth sign, I'm not necessarily a water sign, but I'm an earth sign, and earth is everything. It encompasses everything, right? And water, you know, I just spent the last week in Mexico. Amazing. And I spent so much time in the water because I love being in the water. I love swimming. I love jumping into water, even when I'm scared of it. I love it. Like the first time I tried to learn how to swim, I did it off of a dare. I was at a water park here in Milwaukee, and somebody was like, jump off into the deep end, off the diving board, and I was terrified. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave this on a good restful note. It's Sunday, the final Sunday of June. May you find peace and blessings. May you find love. May you find everything that you need to restore yourself. So yeah.